Steamboat Springs might have been a nice place to be potted. I always wanted to be from a town with a name like that. They probably got trolleys there, like here, with men who loved their jobs too, in those leather bow ties done up proper, like the ones we had to wear when I drove. And when they died, all their family would be sitting just like here, straight up in pews for that hour or so of church talk. And in a front pew with everyone doing the right thing before God, one girl would want to be alone, away from all the rest who came to pray. Hardly anyone knew that her father loved to go into the garage to play the banjo. He would lug those doors open. They dragged and scraped on the ground. And then he'd sit on a wooden stool, there in his cave, and make sure to take and wipe the strings before laying it down when it came time to do so. She would come out from the house and stop on those red driveway bricks, only for a moment to look before coming in. And he would say, "Be careful, honey," and the wind would come by and take her thin blonde hair and sweep it up for just a moment while tuning that banjo. You wouldn't miss that sweep. It was an angelic sweep you can't describe, and that you can't ever forget and tell anyone for sure, because if you did, you'd go on and on about it. You never went to church much, but in that one moment you knew she was yours for all eternity, and that someday missing her would be a crucifixion. When it rained and you were listening to the city sky coming down on that slate roof, she'd walk from the house into your life again and wouldn't go back, because she loved you. She loved you with a love that stopped you dead, that you couldn't hardly write about, like I was trying to say earlier. It's a kind of love that makes you know all about the things around you, the stars and great music, and a painter's work somewhere. You say, "Hello, sweetheart," and ask, "What are you going to do this morning? And did you have breakfast yet?" And you know she's so bright she'll just stand there and wait patiently till you're done with all that, because she came to hear you play and you start to play. And one day the stool's done and you carry it to its death, its goodbye, all broken down in years. You carry it to the curb and a new driver comes in, the same old trash truck, and picks it up on Tuesday morning with a careless toss. You catch yourself looking at it roll back down a bit on the pile. The new stool is just new. You play again, looking into the sunlight from your place. A cool brick place full of old rafter boards above. The smell of oil and yellowed newspapers all around. You look out at the clapboard siding on the house, and it looks pretty clean in the just rained light, while you muse about your grandfather telling you when you were a boy to load up the brush with paint and to make sure it covered the wood good. She comes toddling out to hear 20 minutes more of your world, and even though there's no breeze today in her stopping, you were never more sure of what love really was, and you don't want to think about a time when you won't be seeing her. Your fingers slide the frets, you smile the kind of smile that pushes over everything to her, a daughter for all ages, sweet like how the angels' songs must be. And you know she'll go to this place after the service, pull on the doors, and press her face into her hands and cry real hard.